Hi, I'm Nikki Lenz. I am the author of Bernice Buttman Model Citizen, which is coming out in 2019. And I'm here with my critique partner. Introduce
Hi,
yourself.
I'm Jenny Booth, and I'm an aspiring author.
And today we're going to talk to you a little bit about having a critique partner and why it's so important. Every book that you pick up and read is not just written by the author. That book has gone through multiple people looking at it, editing it, and giving their opinions on how to make it better. And no author ever just writes a book all by themselves, hands it in, and they print it just like that. That never ever happens.
That would be nice, though.
We'd have much worse books, though.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Writing books is really a big team effort, from even just the idea itself. A critique partner can be someone that is so much more than just reading your words and helping you along. It can be someone to bounce ideas off of, and it can be someone who, from the very beginning of the idea, you can say, does this sound right? Does this sound like an idea, or is it not enough? And they can help you with titles and with the clarity of the idea to get it into something that can actually be a book and not just one little bit.
Exactly. And me and Jenny help each other with pretty much every step of our manuscripts.
Yes.
No book that either of us had ever written would be how it is now without the other person.
Exactly.
If that makes sense. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to get criticism, right? Like,
Yes.
even me and Jenny have been working together for years, and even still, when I send her things, I get a little nervous. And we've worked together long enough that our feelings don't really get that hurt by each other anymore because we know that we love each other. But in the beginning, I remember just being like,
it was so scary.
Yeah. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about the things that we help each other with our writing, because hopefully you in class are exchanging writing with your friends, and these are some things that you can help each other with. So one of the biggest ones is clarity, because when you have an idea in your head for a story, you want to make sure that the readers are getting the same idea as what's in your head, and sometimes things get a little mixed up between your head and the paper. So one way that we do that is we ask each other a lot of questions. Jenny will say, like, is this what you meant to say? Is this what was supposed to be happening here?
Or I'll see something and I'll say, well, when I saw that phrase, what came to my mind was this, but I think you, based on the rest of the paragraph, meant this.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives her the opportunity to either clarify it, to tweak the wording, or to maybe remove the section, or otherwise make it a little bit more clear to what she meant in her head.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that that's great about switching your work with someone else is that everybody's good at different things, right? So I think I'm pretty good at dialogue, and one area that I have trouble with is maybe plotting, pacing, that kind of stuff. And so Jenny helps me out in those areas.
I am really bad about using the same word in a lot of paragraphs in a page, and Nikki is much better at that. So she sees that when she's reading my words, and she sees that and picks up on it and will tell me, you've used this word a lot on this page, and so I know that I need to go back in and revise it to clean that up a little bit.
Yes. So we have opposite strengths, and that way we use all of our strengths to make both of our work better.
Yes.
We also bounce ideas off of each other a lot. Like Jenny said, even from the very beginning, when we're just brainstorming ideas, maybe we need to come up with a list of 15 alternate titles or something like that. We definitely can ask each other to just come up with more ideas. We will check each other's characters for consistency. Like, maybe Jenny would say, I don't think that your character would say this here, or
Or something where in the opening pages I said that this character had blue eyes or had a little brother. And then when we get 5 chapters later, I mentioned she has green eyes or she has a little sister. And it's things that when you're writing it, you're kind of in the moment. And that's where having a critique partner really does help, because they see it from outside the view instead of just right as you're writing it.
And just overall plot issues, if part of your story just doesn't really make sense or isn't very believable, your critique partner could help you come up with another way to fix that problem.
Or another option or something that you didn't think of. Definitely.
But the best part about switching your writing with someone else's writing is that they can encourage you and point out all the parts about it that they love.
Yes.
And that always makes me want to keep going. And one thing that we try to do is to put in just as many compliments about each other's writing as we do ways that we can improve it. And that kind of gives us the little bump of energy to keep going.
Really, a critique partner is like a cheerleader. They'll help you develop your skills more, but they're also a huge help in just the go get 'em when you want to write and want to have the best story you can.
Exactly. So switch your writing with somebody else, make it better, and have fun.